Namaste friends, and I hope you're doing well. We're continuing the yoga series. We will be discussing about the yoga called Ruchaka. Ruchaka is part of the Mahapurusha yoga. When I say part of something, so you have the Nidra yoga, Mahapurusha yoga, Raja yoga, and so on and so forth. Because as you know, yogas they're huge in number. There's about approximately 500 different types. Some say the permutations are endless, but by standards it's about 500 different types of yogas. Because it's so huge in number, what they have done is they have categorized it or classified it in different sections, which are then called as Raja yogas, like this Mahapurusha yogas, Nidra yogas, and etc. So Mahapurusha yoga consists of 5 yogas, which the first one is what we're going to talk about, the Ruchaka yoga. Ruchaka, first of all, I'm going to tell you what Ruchaka yields or bestows, and later explain to you how you can identify it in your chart. Now, Ruchaka, if you have Ruchaka yoga, you'll be a person who will have very, very strong, tenacious abilities. Which means if you set forth to do something, you will do it. No matter hell, heaven or high water, it doesn't matter, you will get it done. That sort of strong conviction is seen to a person who has the Ruchaka yoga. It doesn't matter in what situation, in what sort of turmoil environment you are, it really doesn't matter. If you want to do it, you'll get it done, right? The other thing that Ruchaka yoga yields is the sense of stubbornness. You are totally a hard head if you have this. You'll be totally feeling that if this is what you are doing, then this must be correct. Okay, you are not ready to receive what someone is telling you. You always feel that advice makes you feel inferior to the person who's giving you the advice. So that's another thing which Ruchaka yoga does. And the other thing about Ruchaka yogas is it gives a very strong courage. You will not be afraid of anything. Your boldness will be the catalyst of your success. Okay, so these are the 3 boons that Ruchaka yoga yields or bestows if you have it. So how do you find this in your chart? It's actually quite straightforward. It's Mahapurusha yogas. The first out of Mahapurusha yoga, which is the Ruchaka yoga, is identified when you have Mars, a Mangal, in the Kendra position. Okay, so which means Mars is residing either in the 1 or the 4th or the 7th or the 10th house, in either one of these houses. Okay, and once you've identified, say you have Mars in your 4th house, okay, and the 4th house happened to be its own sign. Say the 4th house is either Aries, because Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. Say you have Mars in your Aries, okay, and again the 4th house is the Kendra house, and you have Mars' own sign, which is Aries, and that makes it a Ruchaka yoga. Or if you have Mars not only on its own sign, which is not only on Aries and Scorpio, but in its exaltation sign, which is in the Capricorn, or rather from 0 to 28 degrees of Capricorn, then that's also a Ruchaka yoga. Okay, so if you look at this chart shows you that you have your Lagna on Aries, and in that Aries, which is ruled by Mars, you have the Mars there, okay, itself. And now the first house is also the Kendra house, so that makes it a Ruchaka yoga. The second chart here shows that you have Mars in Scorpio, and from the Lagna it is the 7th house, which again makes it a Ruchaka yoga. This chart here shows that Mars is in Capricorn or Makara, and if Mars is from 0 to 28 degrees of Capricorn, and it is still part of the Kendra here, this is the 10th house, and this makes it Ruchaka Yoga. Now, there are certain things that you need to know. These yogas can be cancelled as well. If you have Mars sitting together with either Sun or the Moon or the luminaries, then it gets cancelled, you don't get it. The powers are then distributed by levels of strongest to not so strong. So it doesn't mean it's weak, but it's in comparison it's not so strong. So you have I showed you 3 different charts just now. The first was Mars was in Aries, the second was Mars in Scorpio, and the third was Mars in Capricorn. So the most strongest would be, or the most strongest Ruchaka Yoga would be when you have Mars in Capricorn, because Capricorn is, when you have Mars in Capricorn, it's in exaltative state. Okay, that makes it the most powerful Ruchaka. And then second to that would be Aries, and the last would be Scorpio. That's also something that is important to note. Well, of course, there are many other things to see, if the drishtis and the house placement and all that. But this would be a good start if you need to know about Ruchaka Yoga. Okay, and I hope it has been beneficial. So please stay tuned for the next yogas, and until next time, thank you. Namaste.